There are numbers less than 0. For example, the temperature can drop below 0. Your money in the bank account can go down below 0. You can be in debt. These numbers, we call them negative numbers. Negative numbers combined with our positive numbers, the numbers that we know about already, are what we call integers. And just like how we learn how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide positive numbers, we are going to learn how to do the same thing with negative numbers. All our numbers can be represented on something called a number line. Here's an example of a number line. Most of us are familiar with these numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, these numbers greater than 0. However, like I previously mentioned, there are numbers that are less than 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc., going all the way down to negative infinity. So there's no largest number, nor is there any smallest number. Important thing to understand about a number line is that any number towards the right is always greater than its number towards the left. 7 is to the right of 4. Therefore, 7 is a greater number than 4. 2 is to the right of 1. 2 is to the right of 1. Therefore, 2 is a greater number than 1. The same is true down here. 0 is to the right of negative 4. This means that 0 would be greater than negative 4. Very important. Negative 2 is to the right of negative 7. Therefore, negative 2 is greater than negative 7. So when we are looking at the negative numbers, the numbers that in our brain tends to look bigger, for example, a 7 is a bigger number than 2, is the reverse. The negative 2 will be a greater number than negative 7, and that is because it occurs on the right of the negative 7. So any number on the right is larger than the number to its left. We can also use the number line to add numbers. And I will demonstrate with an example that we know already. 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 we all know is 5. But let me demonstrate how we can get 5 using the number line. We start at 2. So let me set my 2. And I start with the 2. And then the positive 3 means I need to move 3 spaces towards the right. Therefore, 1, 2, 3 spaces. Notice I land on the 5. Therefore, 2 plus 3 is 5. The plus 3 means I'm going 3 spaces to the right. Here's another example. Negative 4 plus 7. I will start at negative 4. Here we go. And then I need to move 7 spaces towards the right because of the plus. So positive 7, move 7 spaces towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I end up on the 3. Therefore, negative 4 plus 7 is 3. And a final example. Negative 6 plus 5. Again, I start at negative 6. Here we go. And then I need to move 5 spaces towards the right because of this plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I end up here. Minus 1. Therefore, negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. So we can use a number line in order for us to do an addition. We could do the same thing for subtraction also. Here's an example. We'll start off with a simple example that we know the answer to already and demonstrate how it can be done. 7 minus 2. We know that 7 minus 2 is 5, but let us try to use the number line to get this exact same answer. We start at 7, so we go to 7 on our number line. And then since we are seeing a minus 2, minus means that we are going towards the left. So I'm going to go 1, 2 spaces towards the left. And notice if I move from 7 and I go 2 spaces towards the left, I end up on 5. Therefore, 7 minus 2 is 5. Here's another example. 3 minus 5. Same thing, we start with the 3, so we start at 3 right here. And then we have minus 5. That means we need to move 5 spaces towards the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We end up on minus 2. Therefore, 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Nice, so minus 5 means move 5 spaces to the left. Last example, negative 3 minus 4. Start at negative 3. And I have minus 4. This means I need to move 4 spaces towards the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I end on negative 7. Therefore, minus 3 minus 4, or minus 3 take away 4, is negative 7. So, once you are minusing, you move towards the left on your number line.